What happened?
Okay, so I originally made this video just to be a little funny, but in all seriousness, I don't think Susannah was right to do that or to ask that of Belly. The same way in the book, I don't think she was right to ask that of Conrad to look after Jeremiah. Like, these are all children, ma'am. It's not their job, not their responsibility. And I do genuinely believe that Susannah had the best intentions with everything she did. But, like, sometimes that's not enough. You need to look further and see how that would affect them. And I actually made a video the other day where I was like, you know, Belly's trying to get over Conrad. She's in full denial mode. But, like, why can't she do that with someone other than his brother? And sometimes I forget what I myself have thought before, because I remember commenting on one of Jessica's videos, like, probably a month ago, that Belly probably feels this, like, weird pressure because Susannah had always said that she wants Belly to end up with one of her boys, or that she knew she always would. And so that's probably a big reason she's with Jeremiah now. I mean, if they stick with, like, the cheating storyline next year, and then Jer proposes, that's probably a big reason she'll say yes. I mean, I honestly see them sticking with the cheating storyline, and I don't think they're gonna stray from that. And side note, like, some of the leaks were saying that Jeremiah was gonna find out about Belly and Conrad sleeping together in season 2, and I just had a feeling that that was not gonna happen, because I think that's gonna be part of the reason Jeremiah cheats. But anyway, back on track. But yeah, just, like, the pressure that she feels to live up to, like, Susannah's expectations, especially now that she's gone. Also, that line at the beginning of this season where she said she knew she would lose Susannah, but she didn't expect to lose all 3 of them. Like, for her right now, Conrad is not an option. Like, she's not even gonna put herself in that headspace. Like, I feel like the reason she was pursuing Jeremiah so heavily is because she didn't even want to let herself think about getting with Conrad again, because she's avoiding getting hurt. And so, you know, if she lost Susannah and she lost Conrad, that leaves Jeremiah. She doesn't want to lose all of them. So another reason she's with Jeremiah. So while I did feel myself getting a little mad at Belly yesterday, I do think it's important to remember, like, every single variable of why she's doing what she's doing. And while I do really think she needs to grow up a little bit. A lot of it, but yeah. And she kind of needs to look at herself more in the mirror. Because while Conrad did shut down and he did make mistakes, he should have been so much more open with her. I still think part of that whole breakup was a little bit her fault. And I don't think she thinks any of it is her fault. And it still feels just a little bit like she kind of gave up on Conrad. So yeah, I'm still just a little annoyed with her. But at the same time, that is a lot of pressure to put on a child, and probably why she still has a lot of this childlike mindset. Susannah was just, like, all about this picture perfect life. Probably because she wants to, like, make up the imperfect life that she herself has. So she kind of put that on the kids. And that just, like, was not it. That was not fair of her to do. And I do think she was a very, very, very loving mother. And the boys adore her. I mean, Belly and Steven adore her. But yeah, she's kind of the root of a lot of issues they're dealing with right now. Not just her death, but stuff she actively caused. Right, like, Steven is the only one who, like, escaped that pressure. I mean, of course, Steven still has to deal with the grief of her death, but, you know, she didn't actively cause him any problems. And right now I was just sitting watching what I had filmed, and I wonder if one of the reasons, not the whole reason, but one of the reasons Laurel wants Belly to have a lot of lovers before she settles for one guy. I wonder if that's because of, she knew Susannah had told Belly that. She knew Susannah wanted Belly to be with one of the boys, and Laurel's thing was kind of always picking up after Susannah. So I think she's also trying to encourage Belly to, it's still your decision, go explore. Go do that stuff before you do settle down with Conrad. Because I do think Laurel knows that it will be Conrad. Laurel's not putting that pressure on Belly, but I think Laurel just knows because she sees them together. But she also wants Belly to make sure and Belly to have the life experience before, she gets married to Conrad.